Hi guys, Herd's Home Cooking back here again. We're going to make some of my special chili today. We're going to utilize a crock pot, but we're going to use 2 cans of these diced tomatoes with green chilies, a can of white beans, a large can of black, a large can of red, some garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, sea salt, a half an onion, a clove of garlic, some hamburger. I'm going to first start off by cutting up this onion and garlic and browning it with the hamburger in the frying pan. And then I'll toss it in and start telling you our next steps. We got the browned meat, onion, and garlic already. I opened up the cans for the tomatoes. Now, I found the ratio of a large can of black, a large can of red, and a small can of white to be just right to make it thick. However, what I found is if you shake the cans first, the beans and the paste doesn't like to stick to the bottom. But I like to drain out the liquid, not actually like to every last drops out, but most of it out of the white and the red. And I like to leave the juice from the black in, and it seems to do the best with the flavors. So we're going to take that. We're going to get all our beans in there. And then we're going to season this right. As you can see, just from a good little shake is enough to get everything off the bottom pretty well. Okay, so now I got the beans in. We're going to mix that up first before we get everything else in. Just because that way the bean ratio is all mixed out throughout it nicely. You can see it's nice and thick. Everybody's a little different. Some people will like to add water or something to make it more soupy-like. I actually like my chili like real thick, that it's just hearty. Okay, we're going to add our tomatoes with the chilies in. Mix that up one more time. Now, you might say that there's not enough liquids in here, but mind you, all the beans, all the tomatoes, all those actually contain liquids, and those will actually stew out of the chili as we go. Okay, so we're going to set our crock pot on low. Come on. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. And we're going to set that for 6 hours. Meanwhile, we're going to start off with our garlic powder. I'm going to give a sprinkle across it. I can't give any exact measurements just because never measured. Now our onion powder. Our sea salt. And then last off, our chili powder. This one is what's really going to make it taste like chili. Give a nice coating across it. There's no exact science. You know, as we go on later and you find that it's not chili enough for you, you can add more chili powder. If it's too chili, we'll take out some of the beans, add a little more liquid or something. Maybe even a can of tomato paste sometimes might help thicken, the flavor down a little bit. And once we get that mixed up, we'll get the lid on this and get this going. We just got to make sure we stop back every once an hour, stir it up, make sure it looks like it's seeming like it's right. Like, it's easier to adjust things as it's still early than it is later on at the end. All right, it's been about 2 hours. We're gonna give it a quick stir and check. Everything looks like it's doing good. Definitely moistening up a lot, releasing. Kind of looks like it needs more chili powder, but otherwise everything looks good. All right, well, we're almost at the halfway mark. Take a look at this chili. You can see that it's a lot more liquidy, like it should be. Got a nice color and thickness to it. Nice. Now, to let you know, I have worked on other variations of this chili. I have found if you're using, let's say, chicken or turkey, you can use something like a heavy cumin or taco mix, which will help out. Or if you use, like, my other favorite is to do smoked brisket pieces. But when doing that, add like a couple of pieces of bacon so it has some fat content to it. And also add a little bit of barbecue sauce to that to help sweeten it up to counter that smokiness. But we'll be back once this is all done and see the final results. All right, guys, we're back. We finally hit the 6-hour mark and everything looks all done. You can see there's more liquid now. There's a good stirring. Get it all off the sides of it. Now, you can see what I was talking about, the bean ratio. You can see it's not like overwhelming with any one in particular bean. And there's still plenty of juices. I never had to add anything. So, I'm going to take a scoop of this. Put it into a... You know what? Let's go with 2 scoops. 2 scoops in a bowl. Some fresh shredded cheese. And we're going to finish it off with my special cornbread waffles. Well, I hope you guys enjoy.
Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications and give my dad a big, huge thumbs up.